The COVID-19 pandemic caused profound impacts on our lives and gravely challenged the agri-food systems that ensure food reaches our plates. The pandemic negatively impacted trade, food supply chains and markets, alongside lives and livelihoods. Food supply chains have historically been vulnerable to shocks, with some that are difficult to anticipate. Increasing frequency and severity of shocks due to climate change and environmental degradation are adding to the challenge. Even though supply chains showed a surprising degree of resilience during the recent pandemic, many could not afford food. The need to transform agri-food systems towards greater efficiency, resilience, inclusiveness and sustainability is more urgent than ever. The risks of not doing so are enormous. Globally, we know that 3 billion people cannot afford a healthy diet, and an additional 1 billion people, 95% of whom reside in middle-income countries, are at risk of not affording healthy diets if a shock were to reduce their incomes by 1/3. These people are vulnerable to some of the same challenges faced by the general populations in low-income countries in ensuring access to food. Low-income countries are those with significant segments of their population unable to afford a healthy diet, even in normal times. They also face the greatest challenges to shocks, struggling to ensure the functioning of food supply chains and grappling with more trade restrictions. Luckily, there are strategies aimed at decreasing these risks and building stronger agri-food systems. A new FAO report proposes new actions that can be taken by people all over the world in order to build more resilient and inclusive agri-food systems. The proposed actions help actors in agri-food systems better manage risks and build resilience capacities to face existing and future shocks and stresses. New resilience indicators measure the robustness of primary production and the capacity of agri-food systems to absorb shocks and ensure food is available and accessible. These indicators can also guide the policy capacity of governments to respond to the shock of reduced incomes. Diversity of production, food supply chain actors and market outlets, along with a robust food transport network, are all effective strategies for building resilience. Together, we can partner to build more efficient, resilient, inclusive and sustainable agri-food systems. Agri-food systems that will better safeguard our food supplies and protect the world's most vulnerable.